purpose of this video is to show you what you're going to get when you order my CF Ring of Flame alcohol stove. You will receive this brown box. Yes, it's a brown box, not a white box. It weighs in as it is without any fuel, everything in it. 237 grams, 8.35 ounces. So it's coming USPS postal first class. Okay, inside the box we have this is a simmer ring. It is explained in my other video where I test the simmer ring. Basically, it's going to concentrate the flames that come around the side and shoot them to the middle, easily doubling your cooking times or simmer times. You will get one empty fuel bottle. This holds just over 4 ounces, so it holds comfortably 4 ounces. It has a snap top lid for easy pouring, and it comes with a measuring cup that is marked off in 1 fluid, half, quarter ounce fluid, ounces, and teaspoons and tablespoons. So it's a very good measuring cup. However, if you want to eliminate this, you can easily do what I did, which is basically take a half ounce, pour it in the bottle, mark half ounce, another half ounce, pour it in the bottle, mark an ounce, and so on until you get markings on this bottle, and then you can do away with the cup if you wish. By the way, the simmer ring by itself weighs in at 0.75 ounces or 22 grams. The bottle, 18 grams, 0.6 ounces, of course empty. The measuring cup, 0.1 ounce or 3 grams. Next in the box, as long as I have them, so for the first few orders, maybe first 5-10 orders, I'm not sure, I will include this piece of silicone matting. Very, very handy for when you're putting your stove on a cold surface or wet surface. Helps to insulate it from the ground and makes it burn more efficiently. So this I'll throw in to the, we'll say, the first 5 orders. And that weighs in at 15 grams or 0.45 ounces. 0.5 ounces, we'll call it. Next we have 2 standoffs, pot holders, if you will. This stove basically does need a windscreen and a pot holder. So rather than creating a separate pot holder and a separate windscreen, I integrated it into one. You'll see when I put it together how that works. For now, the 2 pot holders, and they weigh in at 0.45 ounces or 14 grams. The stove weighs in at 48 grams, 1.65 ounces, and the windscreen weighs in at 1.55 ounces or 45 grams. So the stove itself measures with the cap on about 1 3/4 inches tall, or just about a little over 4 millimeters. It measures 73 millimeters across, or about 2 7/8 across. The windscreen, which comes with this Velcro strap, puts together or assembles very easily. It has these rolled over edges. I've marked the inside, but in reality that can change depending on which way you roll this. It starts to get a memory, and of course it'll hold it. I have found, rather than trying to assemble it this way, it's a lot easier if you kind of slide down like that. So the windscreen measures 6 inches tall, or about 15 millimeters tall. Measures, we'll call it 15 millimeters across, or 5.5 inches across. Now, the reason I made it these dimensions of 5.5 is because I use a Imusa pot for my kit. These are the air holes, if you will. You take, insert these. I have wooden handles on these, and the reason being is, I'll show you, if you put them in, handle one on each side, I'm sorry, opposite side, then should you have to pick this up and move it, it's very easy just to grab the wooden handles, move it around. This cutout here is for my handle of my pot, and it fits down like that, so it should handle most pots with the handle cut out like this. The reason I made this 5.5 is my pot is about 4 3/4 or 12 millimeters across. You need a little bit of an airspace around, so this should handle most pots, let's say 4 to 5 inches in diameter. If you need a different size, you'd have to create a different type of windscreen, or let me know. But with this burner, this is the ideal size. The burner has an interior can and an exterior can, and the wick, which you can't really see too well, the wick is around the outside edge here, carbon felt. You add your fluid into here, it soaks up through these holes and soaks into the wick, and you end up with a nice burn. When you get your stove, the can inside will be white. It has the coating from it, but after about a dozen burns, it will brown like this, and that's basically what it's going to look like for the rest of your use. You can see a little bit of burning around the outside edges. I have videos posted showing boil test, showing simmer test, and showing dry baking. This is a very good system for dry baking. The can will hold about 1 to 1 1/4 ounces of fluid in here. Basically, you pour the fluid in. You kind of, what I do is swirl it around a little bit, so make sure it's evenly picked up by all the felt. And then before it completely dries out in the center, go ahead and ignite it. You'll see that in my other videos on how to actually light this. You can't put more than 1 1/4 ounces of fluid in here. The problem being is it only soaks up 1 1/4. So you start putting 1 1/2, 2 ounces, you're going to get a big pool of fuel sitting inside the internal can here. It will burn. Will it be efficient? Not necessarily, but it'll probably be a very hot burn. So this is what you get. See my other videos. I'll post links down below in the description for, again, a boil test, a simmer test, and a dry baking test. And that's it for the CF Ring of Flame stove. I thank you for your interest. Thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.